What's up, weebs? Welcome back to Anime Lane. I'm Real Notorious. Joining me once again today is Shaun.
Whoa.
And Melina.
What is up, potties?
Yeah!
First time on this channel.
Season 3, baby.
Let's
Season
get
3.
this going.
Getting off to the worst start for season 3.
I'm so
this
fucking
is
excited.
The best way to start. This is the best way.
High five!
Yeah. That will not
We
be
high-fived.
picked up by anything. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I want to start this.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I
That
think
feels
it's-
like the good energy to start the season.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
We're gonna go home tonight and he's gonna say, get in the Discord call, we are re-recording that intro.
It stays.
I don't know where to go from that.
Reddit. There you
Yeah,
go.
so this is...
Season 3.
Season 3.
Yeah, welcome to season 3, where we're going to be doing weekly, if you've listened to the last couple of episodes. So to kind of get you guys used to the new kind of content cycle, we're starting with a Reddit episode. Where
A nice easy, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to be reading through some Reddit stories, or one, depending on how long it takes us to get through this one, because it's got a lot of updates.
Oh boy.
So I read this to you guys in our Discord call a couple of weeks ago, but if we want to go over it again, I don't.
I think we should.
I
I
don't
think
mind.
we should because my mind's a bit blank right now.
Okay. Okay. So, am I the asshole?
Yes.
Are you?
Sorry, it's just worded in an awful way. Am I the asshole husband accused me of financial infidelity?
And that's it.
And
yeah.
quotes. So we have husband, 33 male, and I, 33 female. They don't have the I there. I've had to add that in because, sorry, this is just written really badly.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Husband and I have been married for 10 years, together since college. Oh, they got married at 23, Jesus.
Christ.
Together
Whoa.
since college. Since starting out, we have made financial security a priority and have been able to
Smart.
achieve that, albeit with some good luck along the way. We both had jobs, paying close to $200,000 each. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Holy fuck.
They're so
Rich.
chill about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're pretty well. You know, we
Yeah.
both make 200
Yeah.
a year. I'm like, what?
Why?
I don't know if that's just normal.
Yeah, you know, we've had some luck. I'm like,
Okay.
just a
No.
little?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, no, okay.
Student loans were paid off within a few years. Both went to state schools with some scholarships, so didn't have a lot of debt to begin with. We live
Wow,
in a
lucky.
Yeah. We live in a house I inherited from my grandmother, no mortgage. Jesus Christ. And don't have any credit card debt. We've maxed out our 401ks and
You
currently
know, just
have...
based on all this, yes, you
yeah,
are an
you're
asshole.
an asshole. Share some of that with us.
We have maxed out our 401ks and currently have 18 months of expenses in our emergency fund and are still adding to it. Our cars are both paid off and should be good for another 5+ years, and we don't have any credit card debt. You've just said
You
that.
mentioned, I think she's very proud of that. Like she's phrasing this in a way where I'm like, if this is something you mention often, you're a horrible
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
If it's just to provide context, okay, sure.
Yeah.
But
We'll see. We manage our finances in a hybrid manner, joint accounts for bills and savings, and separate accounts for our fun money.
smart.
We each get a pretty generous monthly allotment. Well, I mean, if you're making 200 grand a year, then...
No shit.
Yeah,
I'd like to think so.
Yeah, their bills are like nothing.
Yeah, like if they've not got a mortgage and they've paid off their cars,
Like
Yeah.
what is
Basic
their monthly?
gas, electric, phone bills,
Yeah,
cable,
just bills.
those things
Yeah.
which you'd have anyway.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
drop in the bucket if you've got 200 grand
Yeah.
a year. That's nuts.
And we get some fun money.
Fun money.
The
Just for hobbies.
Yeah.
the fun money is strictly for individual expenses, hobbies, clothes, outings with friends, etc., and not for things like date nights, vacations, or larger joint purchases like household appliances and repairs which come out of our joint account.
Smart. Yeah.
We also agreed that if either of us gets any bonuses or has any side hustle income, those will go into our individual fund money accounts unless the funds are needed for a larger expense such as a major home repair.
Yeah.
What side hustle could you possibly be doing if you're earning that much money a year?
Stuff
I mean,
we
you
cannot
can-
disclose here.
Yeah, like let's say you bought a fancy purse and you sell it for like 500.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Okay.
but then
Yeah.
that's not a side hustle. That's
Not
you
really.
reselling.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but
It's
get in the
your
mindset
money,
of,
yeah.
Like,
of
let's
someone.
say-
This sounds like
yeah.
something they'd say as a side hustle.
Yeah.
maybe
true.
something like social media. They're making
Yeah,
their
maybe
money.
that, yeah.
OnlyFans.
We're not.
Why?
We're not speculating on that kind of stuff.
No.
I was going with more just criminal activity.
I do like that they have this like such a clear system. It's
Mhm.
like, okay, so we have this, joint account. That's where
Yeah.
we, everything, our date nights and all that goes into that. And then you do with your fun money what you want,
Yeah.
and I'll do with what I want with mine, which I think is the healthiest way.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
And even they should mention, if something big comes up like a household repair, we'll both, help in that if it's
Yeah.
needed. So it seems like that's well set up.
Yeah.
So I'm scared now.
Yeah. yeah. In terms of the fun money, my husband is much more of a spender than I am due to expensive hobbies.
There you go.
In particular, golf and collecting sports memorabilia, and he's also into designer clothes, which is fine, it's his fun money. On the other hand, my hobbies are a lot less expensive: running, working out, reading, baking. In general, I'm more introverted, and a great time for me is tea with a friend at one of our homes with homemade pastries.
Aw,
What
Adorable.
a fucking not
don't
bogged down with a job. Like,
just chill.
just chill,
Chill,
yeah.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, I hate people who say one of my hobbies is running and working out. I'm like, that's not a hobby, that's a chore.
yeah.
That's
I mean, for
me.
some people, it's a hobby.
Yeah, for some people they get genuine enjoyment
Yeah.
from that, but like it's
Couldn't
also
be me.
no, it couldn't be. That sounded so mean. I didn't mean that. Sorry. I meant sorry. That came out so much worse than I thought it would. Sorry.
Bitch.
That's fair.
I have also been getting back into gaming lately after setting it aside for much of the past decade while building my career. After realizing I had more than enough money in the fun money account, I decided to overhaul my gaming setup and got myself a new PC, desk, and gaming chair, total cost of about $5,000. So UK wise, that's about what, $3,000?
Yeah, around about.
Yeah, you guys are the expert. That's a good amount.
Yeah.
Not overspending.
No.
Nah.
I think when was this? Almost a year ago. That's pretty good. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
easily spend more than that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Again, it's her money. Fuck it.
Exactly, and if she's
Yeah.
had that saved up because she doesn't spend
Yeah.
very much, then what else is she gonna use it for?
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
However, upon hearing about the purchase, my husband is furious.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
He says he had no idea I had saved up so much money and that I should have consulted him before spending $5,000.
How dare you?
I asked what difference it made if it was my own accrued fund money and not our joint funds, and he insisted that my accumulating his amount without telling him was a form of financial infidelity.
That's bullshit.
That is so stupid.
He says he lost trust in me and doesn't know what else I might be hiding. He is demanding that I return the items I purchased and deposit most of the funds to our joint account. He wants to make a new rule that fund money accounts can't accumulate more than $2,000 and that any excess goes back to the joint account, a rule that would obviously favour him as a person
Yeah.
who spends
Yeah.
most of his allotment each month instead of saving up for anything bigger.
Like that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm being punished for being a more of a day-to-day saver than spender.
Bullshit.
It wouldn't occur to me to demand to know how much my husband has in his fund money account or to try to micromanage what he spends it on. I wasn't hiding anything deliberately. He never asked about it until I made the purchases. Still, maybe I should have been more transparent about my plans. So, am I the asshole? And then we've got some miscellaneous infos here. Husband and I each have our own office/hobby room in the house, so it's not like the gaming setup was going to take up space he uses.
Okay, good.
I don't
Good.
usually game when my husband is home unless he's already busy doing something else. My biggest block of gaming time is typically when he's off playing golf. Also, I run 40 to 50 miles a week, so it's not like I'm generally sedentary. I can't think of a good reason why he would object to me gaming or having a nice gaming setup in my own space in this house. She's not the asshole. I mean,
No.
Yeah,
you know.
Absolutely not.
I let's discuss because she has $5,000 saved.
Yeah.
And the husband was kind of surprised by it. So I'm guessing they put in 500, maybe 750 a month.
Possibly.
Yeah, around about.
But if he's into designer clothes, I feel like it's maybe a bit more.
But that's the thing. If it's like 2,000, yeah, of course. If she doesn't spend that for
Yeah.
3 months, then why would he be surprised? She has so much.
Yeah.
I think if she spent 5,000 on the gaming setup, and they're talking about like he golfs, he does design, he likes designer clothes and sports memorabilia. I think they're probably putting in quite a bit.
Yeah, because
And-
that shit's
1,000?
expensive
Yeah.
altogether.
I think like maybe $2,000.
Yeah,
I
if
feel like
it-
she still has quite a
yeah.
bit left in her fund
Yeah.
money account.
Okay.
Like
yeah,
I feel like she's just maybe not mentioned that because it's not really super important.
Yeah.
But like I think she's probably had more there because
Yeah.
Okay,
she's
yeah.
been pretty clear that she doesn't
Like,
spend a lot.
That's not her entire fund.
No.
Right
No,
there.
okay, then
That she was maybe looking at like not getting the highest end PC, just maybe something.
Yeah,
you
something
know,
good.
Yeah.
Although 5,000.
5,000. Yeah. I mean,
she had the
3,000.
money. Just
Yeah, I'm
splurge it,
I'm talking about from just like a gaming rig like perspective,
Yeah,
like in terms of quality, because like my one was like what, grand and a half, and that's a pretty good one.
Remember, mine was like 2.5.
Yeah,
So,
but like so for five grand, that's
it's about 3,000 and pounds.
yeah.
So
Sorry.
So yeah, I'd say probably 2.5 for the PC, and then 500 and
that get you a
and the
really
chair.
good, a pretty good setup.
Yeah.
It's just like the fact that the husband's so upset. He's like, "What else are you hiding from me?"
Yeah, like
I-
it's immediately accusatory.
The fact that he's immediately accusing her of that, I
Like he
feel like
sucks.
he's got something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he's
Yeah.
overcompensating
Uh-huh.
for something he's got.
Isn't that the thing? Like, oh, if your partner suddenly starts getting very suspicious of you,
Yes.
they're hiding something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
a general.
like that is
yeah.
like textbook projection.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I feel like he's projecting on the fact that she's hid this from him,
Mhm.
and so he's now insecure about the fact that he's maybe hiding something as well.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be maybe embarrassment on his part. It's like, wow, I'm spending so much money. Or maybe, like,
Yeah.
imagine every month he's like, oh, babe, I just bought this thing she doesn't know about. And I bought these golf clubs and I bought these sports
I
things.
don't know if it would
And, like,
necessarily be embarrassment, because it's like he'll have like more stuff.
yeah, but then he's like, I want big stuff. I want big expensive
Yeah.
But he has big expensive stuff, because sports memorabilia is like
that is
Yeah,
huge.
but nothing
Yeah.
of the same value because he spends it every month. So he'll have nothing worth of the same value.
I think that might be a possibility, but there's not. It's kind of weak evidence, I think.
yeah.
Not
I
weak
think it's
evidence,
like-
but like.
Yeah, no, I see what you mean.
But that could be a point.
It could be, yeah. It's maybe he doesn't understand the inherent value of spending that much on
Yeah.
a PC.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like if he's into completely different hobbies like golf, he's probably not gonna understand the sort of money you need to put in to get a good computer.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I can imagine, like if you don't know like how expensive
Mhm.
getting a good rig can be, like you can see like, oh, spending just what, $5,000 on a PC, that's wasteful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know where this goes, so I don't
You have
want to
the
pitch in
knowledge.
too much.
Don't.
Yeah.
Like one last thing I want to say about just what we know so far
Mhm.
is why would like to me in a relationship you should be open about how much ish savings you have. As long as you don't hide it, it's fine.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
transparency.
Yeah, it's not like you have to have a sit down moment. It's like 4.5K.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's just every now
Like
and then.
like a game show like
yeah,
showcase.
it's a PowerPoint presentation. My
Yeah.
monthly spendings are.
So this month I've
Yeah.
accumulated this and
Yeah,
spent
no.
this much.
You just need a general awareness, I think.
Yeah.
Because you talk about, it's like, hey, how's your savings doing, by the
Mhm.
way? I was like, oh, I just managed to get over this
Yeah.
amount. So, oh, that's so good.
You know,
Oh,
just
yeah.
standard communication.
Exactly.
I feel like it's maybe not a lack of communication on her part. I feel like it's just something he never
Really dug
talks
into.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he is. I'm reaching because there's not a lot of information here.
Yeah.
I feel like he's a bit Gone
Self-centered.
Girl.
Mm.
I feel like he's maybe a bit like Ben Affleck's character in
Yeah.
Gone Girl. He just isn't paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
He's not present.
Yeah. No, because that's what I meant with my earlier point. Like, he's constantly kind of telling her, it's like, I'm spending on this. I have these
Mhm.
things arriving. And she's just like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And he never questioned she isn't.
Mhm.
And so in his head, he never made the connection
Yeah.
of, oh, she's saving up.
So there is a comment from OP here that
Mhm.
goes into the whole
Oh, yeah.
monthly allotment thing.
Nice.
Okay.
I actually have a lot more than $5,000 saved up.
Mhm. Nice.
We have had this arrangement for a few years, and I typically only spend about $500 of my $1,500 a month allotment. Maybe a bit more some months if I need to replace my running shoes, buy other clothes, or have any
Yeah.
outings with friends planned, like concerts, but in that range.
Mhm.
So if she's been saving it up for, however many years, and she's, only spending $500 of that, I feel like she's possibly had maybe 10 grand there,
Yeah, because
and she's only spent half of that.
Because
Mm.
she said she get $1,500 a month and
Mhm.
spends
About
500 or so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So yeah, let's say 10.
10.
10 is
Yeah,
I think
around
that was what
yeah.
I had been
Yeah.
thinking.
a good sort of approximation, I think.
Yeah.
How does someone spend that much on hobbies? I'm sorry. Do I just have no hobbies?
I could spend easily.
Give me the resources. And
I
could.
spend too much on my hobbies. I am well aware of that. Sometimes it's anime.
I've been a witness to it
and,
sometimes.
and right now it's video games, specifically like kind of retro ones.
Yeah, like this is what I was thinking. Like if I
Yeah.
had like more like the income, obviously, and
Yeah.
like the resources to spend, I would absolutely be taking my time, like getting like a good chunk of my room filled with like physical copies of like specifically like retro games, but like pre PS1 and pre.
Yeah.
Like and like depend on some games just like maybe multiple times on different regions and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I definitely want like the Japanese releases of the Resident Evil games at some point.
Yeah,
And
like
Final
that's,
Fantasy.
That's what I've purchased recently, is Japanese copies of the first 3, but it's like 4
Biohazard.
copies of Biohazard, the
Yeah.
Resident Evil games. So I've got, they've not arrived yet, but they're on their way. So it's the first game, the director's cut release, 2 and 3, all like physical copies from Japan, because for some reason the collector's market's a bit weird at the moment, where it's more expensive to buy the US or UK releases, whereas buying the Japanese releases, which are usually way more rare, way more expensive,
Yeah.
that only cost me about £48 for those 4 games,
Which is insane.
which is insane. I spent roughly the same to get the 2 Parasite Eve games, both again PS1 games, Japanese copies. So I could see, if I were doing that and I had 1,500 a month,
yeah.
I could easily
You'd
spend,
go mad.
Yeah, I'd go mad.
I don't know. Maybe it's just in my current financial state. It's
Yeah.
like, my income, and then just a bit less than half is gone. That's
Yeah,
rent,
yeah.
bills, and all that, and then you still have groceries to pay. So it's like
I think a perception thing of this is that if they have a joint account that's covering
taking
all those
care of
bills,
all
Yeah,
that.
they won't actually see any of that. So she's just getting the 1,500, and that's hers to do with whatever she
Yeah.
pleases. And for him, like if he's got expensive hobbies, then even more so.
Yeah.
I can see him spending $1,500 a month if he's into golf, sports.
golf,
Yeah,
Yeah.
sports
Oh my
memorabilia
God.
specifically,
Yeah.
because that shit can get expensive.
The most saving he might do is like not buy something 1 month to spend $3,000 on a sports thing.
Yeah.
next
and then he's
month.
gonna mope about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll be moping that he can't spend anything that month because he needs
Yeah.
the money.
'Cause he
next
needs to
month.
save, yeah.
I don't think he would have I don't want to say mental capacity, but you know what I mean. I don't think he'd have the thought of, if I save,
Yeah.
it's like more.
and golf's going to be an expensive hobby
Oh,
as
absolutely,
well.
Yes.
especially if he's part of like a club or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and if he's buying golf clubs,
Oh my goodness, that.
you know,
Yeah, that racks up.
and the designer clothes for him to wear on the course.
Why?
Oh,
Oh boy.
Jesus.
Okay.
So, update.
Oh boy.
Just copying Red
No, it's
Smosh
fine.
now.
It's fine. Don't worry
Um,
about
Hey,
it.
no, shut up. We don't know who that
What
is.
is that?
What's a smoosh?
Okay, so she starts with a TLDR of the last post, but I don't think we need to go
No,
over
I
that.
think we're good.
Yeah.
My husband finally calmed down enough to have a conversation with me.
Oh my god.
Wow.
What a
Man,
start.
Shocker.
Anger
What?
issue. Did he punch a hole in the wall?
It's very expensive drywall.
They have to get designers
Marriage
out.
story.
Yeah, that designer. There's like a logo on it.
As many others who provided comments suggested, it wasn't really about the money, but a window into larger issues in a relationship.
Oh, shocker.
Oh my god, there's bullet points.
Oh Jesus
I
Christ!
love that.
Essentially,
yes.
my
I love
husband.
an organized mess.
Yes.
Essentially, my husband has been feeling increasingly unhappy with me for a while for the following reasons.
Oh,
Bullet
geez.
point
So-
number 1.
so the husband was like, 1.
This is why you suck.
Bullet point number 1. In general, he feels that he's a lot more committed to his career development than I am to mine. It's true that although we currently have about the same income, the ceiling for his field, finance, of course he's a finance bro,
Yeah, sounds about
course
right.
is a
Yes.
lot higher than one for mine, which is tech slash software dev.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Love that
Yeah.
representation of female in the
Yeah,
tech.
that's
Yeah, we love
hell
that.
Yeah. And so he's pissed. It's like, well, in the end, I could make more than you.
Yeah.
And that's what he's
Yeah.
pissed about.
Well, you don't. So.
I don't get it. Like, all that would do is like essentially increase his monthly allotment, but probably
Yeah.
not hers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Like if the ceiling's higher, yeah.
she she doesn't seem like she would want more.
No.
She's like, I'm good.
And
She
that's,
seems perfectly happy.
Yeah.
That's financial insecurity on his part,
Absolutely.
even though he's not going to be doing any more heavy lifting.
Yeah. That's a
So-
weird thing to get mad at her for.
So this first bullet point is basically saying,
There's more.
I
to this.
can make more than you, and you should therefore work harder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
there's more to this first bullet point.
Oh
so.
my god, there's
Oh,
subsections.
No. So I only read the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
couple of sentences.
Oh.
He's currently in an executive training program, and I'm decidedly not. He's feeling resentful that he's having to work long hours in a high pressure environment, while I get to work primarily at home doing stuff that is fun and fairly easy for me, and I'm not stretching myself to do more.
Well, you picked the career, dude.
Yeah. I think that's a problem with society nowadays, where people are like, I have to climb the ladder.
Uh-huh.
It's like, you don't have to get to the position where you're working yourself to death.
Yeah.
Stay where you're comfortable.
Yeah.
And like, yes, you can challenge yourself, but
Yeah.
never make it like, oh, I work 6 days a week,
Mhm.
8-9 hours per day. That's just not healthy.
I know.
But it also seems like he
resents her.
Yeah.
but also his hobbies are going golfing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he has to have time to do that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's not like he's lacking time.
Yeah.
And doing this training program is like a blip in the sands of time
And
that
it's
he
his
Yeah.
has.
Yeah.
His
Exactly.
choice.
Yeah,
Fully his
it's
choice.
his choice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to.
He doesn't need more money.
But I also want to mention that, like, she mentioned putting off her hobby of gaming for a decade while she
Yeah.
focused on her career. So it's not
Yeah.
like she isn't career orientated. She spent the time, 10 years, to get to the point where she's earning $200,000 a year
Yeah.
in tech/software development, which is not easy.
No.
Absolutely not.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah.
And like, she listed her previous hobbies, which are like, baking, working
Mhm.
out, having, going out with friends. Those are all not time consuming hobbies.
No.
So she really prioritized her
Yeah.
career for a decade.
Mm.
And now he's suddenly like, you don't work hard enough.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me?
He's concerned that over time these resentments are going to build, and that I'm not going to end up pulling my weight financially if he takes huge leaps in his career and I don't.
You are kidding.
They don't have any financial burdens for that to
Like,
be a concern.
Yeah.
What this sounds like is this man just being like, I want to live to the fullest of our potential. It's like, why? Like, I want to get to fucking New York City. I want to work in finance there. It's like, why would you want to do that?
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to get to there.
Uh-huh.
I think it sort of links back to what you said about society wanting to like really glorifying the whole competitive like
Yeah.
Mhm.
side of like business and stuff. To me, from what this sounds like just so far, it's like
Mhm.
he's really internalized that. So when he has his wife who isn't oriented like that, he's sort of like, well, why haven't I done that? And he's
Yeah.
like, well, it must be her fault then.
Yeah.
I also think it's like crazy that they're married, they've been together for however long now.
Yeah.
Was it a decade or something like that?
Going from that, yeah.
And
All this is just coming up now.
it's more so like he's talking about like financial like weight and burden and stuff, and it's like, but if they're married, like, it's half and half.
Yeah.
I mean,
kind of.
depends on,
Yeah, I
you
guess it
prenup
depends.
and
Yeah.
All of things, yeah.
In the sense of like, while they're married and while they're doing whatever.
Yeah.
There's a conversation to be had about how they split the money.
yeah.
And if like he's wanting to be like, look, I'm gonna be earning more, and I'm gonna keep
Mhm.
most of that for myself because I've earned that, then that's a conversation they need to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not for him to be building up this resentment over the fact that she's
No.
not wanting to earn
Yeah.
more money.
It's not like this is a matter of, oh, we need to afford bills. They can't. They
No.
don't have the bills.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah.
they can
That's
cover
not a
that.
concern.
There's
like-
no mortgage, there's no cars.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
So,
they're in
like-
such a sweet spot.
Yeah.
I've heard stories of people where it's like, oh, one partner is like a school teacher, which
Mhm.
are vastly underpaid.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And then, with someone who's, for example, in finance, they don't 50-50 split
No.
because that's just impossible.
Yeah, with like the situation like that.
Yeah.
And I assume they are splitting household 50-50.
Yeah.
And their
possibly.
shared expenses, they put in however much.
Mhm.
They're never going to need more money.
No.
But if he makes more, he can have
Good
it.
for him.
Yeah.
That's
He
his
can
money.
fucking have it.
Why is I think it's like the question comes down to, why is he wanting to earn more money?
Yeah,
I
that's
think it's just, as we were saying, like,
Yeah, that's-
society It tells
Yeah,
you. You
yeah.
gotta keep going. You gotta keep
It's that
going.
whole sort of like, obviously outdated now, sort of American dream sort of thing, where like you have to be competitive, you have to be
You
hyper
have to work your
capitalistic.
way up.
Well, I know where
Yeah.
this is going. So,
Oh no.
Oh god damn it!
so bullet point number 2.
Oh yeah.
He remarked that since getting back into gaming a few months ago, I have been putting a bit less effort into cooking. I do nearly all the cooking because I work at home and have an easier schedule.
Yeah.
It's true that I have been fixing simpler meals, things like grilled chicken salads or chili with cornbread. That's not simple.
No.
Simple to me is I made you a sandwich.
Yeah.
I made some cheesy pasta from the box.
I make toast.
Yeah, I love like, stories like this where they're like, I'm not putting any effort. Like, instead of making a 4-course meal, I'm no
It's a
longer making the
3-course.
desserts.
Yeah.
You're
Like,
fine.
That's still a lot.
so
yeah.
clearly she's been making
I am
more
still in awe of you.
complex things, and this is somehow the simpler version.
You know, I am so happy when my mom was like, I'll put the chicken in the oven for you. I'm like, thank you so much. That is so nice of you.
That's
Oh, wait, hold on. That wasn't the end of the sentence either. So, hold on, just go back. It's true that I have been fixing simpler meals, things like grilled chicken salads or chili with cornbread, instead of elaborate meals with fussier foods and several sides.
Several sides.
Well, like restaurant level stuff.
I guess.
Honey, I like the garlic potatoes today with a side of coleslaw
I
homemade.
would like a medium rare.
So not
Yes,
only is she
and
a
the finest wine from the cellar.
not only is she a software dev, she's a fucking cook.
Yeah, she's practically a
Too, like,
chef
she's
from
a
the sounds of
chef.
it.
I'm sorry, if a man expected me to make like an elaborate meal every day,
Yeah.
I'd tell him go fuck yourself.
Yeah, and you'd be right too.
It's about to get worse. He has also noticed that I haven't been doing the elaborate table settings I used to, with flowers on the
my
table, fancy
God.
placements, etc. Honestly, I didn't realize he noticed or cared about this, but apparently he does. Acts of service are one of his main love languages, so overall he's feeling a little neglected because of this.
Oh,
Oh.
poor man.
Oh,
No, it is not. Acts of service are not his love language.
No, that is bullshit.
that is absolute bullshit.
That's manipulation.
I'm sorry, but he's like, if you want fucking flowers, buy fucking flowers.
Yeah, get yourself some flowers.
Wait, what is
That should not be a requirement on another person.
She's not setting the table, so she's not putting out
Yeah.
4 candles.
Yeah, like
Oh dear.
Pouring into wine
Oh
and
dear
having
God.
the salad forks next to the real.
Oh dear
Fuck
God,
my
love
God.
is dead.
Again, I'm happy if someone
Yeah.
puts a glass of water down for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, that's
thank you so
sweet.
I'm
much.
happy if we sit at the table and we have knives and
Period.
forks. Yeah,
I am happy to be here.
yeah. Because like for our family, like sitting at the table
Mhm.
is not the done thing
Yeah.
for dinner. It's like
No.
we all can do our own things.
Yeah.
So the fact that like every day,
Like,
fuck.
every
Yeah.
now and then with my family back home, we'd have like, on Sunday, a nicer.
Yeah, that's
so you'd
sort
have
of
a nicer tablecloth, perhaps,
Uh-huh.
but it's not like you get the fancy wine. No, it's just
yeah.
we had dessert. We had like
Bring
pudding.
out the fine china.
Like I understand some people like to have that.
Yeah,
like,
'cause-
set the table, have the nice fresh flowers.
Yeah.
My mom and her partner, they do that like sometimes, not all the time, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
occasionally. But like I'm never expected to be
Yeah.
there, obviously because I'm me. But but
Just
like
you with a
still,
pile of toast.
yeah. But like
You're
also,
just-
but they have said you can come down if you want. I'm just like no, and they're like okay.
I
Fair
can
enough.
just see them having like a romantic dinner, and you just you pushing the toast down.
That's Christmas.
Don't mind me.
That is actually Christmas.
I'm so sorry. Give me about like 5 minutes.
Don't mind me. I'm just making gourmet.
Making a meal.
Bullet point number 3. Oh, for
Oh.
fuck's sake.
How many bullet points are there?
This is the last one.
Okay.
Thank God, I was expecting like 7.
Going
Yeah.
by the first sentence, Jesus Christ. He also feels I'm not putting enough effort into my appearance.
Oh fuck you.
Not in terms of weight/body, I'm a long distance runner and slim, but in
Yeah.
terms of things like clothes, hair, etc. I
Tough.
hate this man
Yeah.
so much. It's true that I've never paid much attention to these things, and given that I work at home in tech, the standard for appearance is extremely low, and I'd far exceed that.
The fact that she's like, trust me, out of all my coworkers, he's getting lucky.
I would like to interject. Work.
Slave.
Like,
We stand a queen.
Yeah. Motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck this prick.
If anyone had the fucking gall
Yeah.
to tell me you're not putting a lot of effort into your parents, I'd be like, you fuck right off.
You should smile more.
Yeah, I should.
Put some more makeup on, sweetie.
Yeah.
I tend to buy simple, practical clothes at places like Target and Walmart. Don't wear much makeup and keep my hair in a simple ponytail. I do glam up a lot more for date nights and other dressy occasions, but most days he comes home from work, finds me at a t-shirt and yoga pants with no makeup, and he wants me to make more of an effort.
Okay, hold on. First off, bullshit, because that's hot. But it's like, secondly, he has no right on her appearance.
No.
No, like,
Also, I got a, second the messy bitch appearance. Kind of hot.
Yeah, like,
yeah, but that's like the general understanding I have of men. Men don't really care.
No.
Yeah.
like,
No.
Like,
go
no
for it,
shit.
hell yeah.
There's almost
well,
like
my personal take, if I saw that, I'd be like, hot.
yeah.
Nice.
I'd be like,
You're looking feral.
meet me in the bed
Disheveled.
later. See you in half an hour.
Isn't there nothing more comforting than seeing your partner just be
Casual.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
comfortable around?
Yeah.
If you feel like you have to dress up for your partner, don't fucking be with them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
like
walk
that's
in,
so.
Yeah.
That's not healthy.
Like date nights, by all means, you want to dress
Yeah,
up.
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But you walk in from work, they're just sitting there, yoga pants, the t-shirt, the messy hair, and they just
Hell
rip a massive fart. Like
Romance.
romance.
Beautiful.
It's DiGiorno.
Peak relationship.
Like this man, what does he want? He
I-
wants her in like fucking cocktail dresses,
Yeah.
like hair fully like curled and shit.
Oh, I just read the next line.
No, don't
Oh
give
god,
me.
no.
Okay,
The
no.
bottom line is that because of all these things,
He wants a divorce.
no, but I will get you. I will ask you to guess the end of this sentence.
Mm.
So, the bottom line is that because of all these things,
Once.
so it's not divorce.
Okay, so.
He wants me to do better.
Mm,
He wants to open the relationship.
No.
Oh god, that's where I was gonna go.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Pay
like,
more money.
Work.
He-
Change careers.
he's starting to notice other women.
Oh, okay.
Okay, fuck. Again,
Wait, so
that
he
is
straight up told her
so-
that.
Mhm.
It's like, I'm sorry, wife, you're not trying hard enough. My coworker's so fucking hot though.
Yeah, it's like
you
he's.
don't-
It's like he's going. I have other options.
Yeah, I have
To your wife.
yeah.
Yeah, most manipulative,
Mhm.
Yeah.
gaslighting shit. You
Yeah.
can say so. If you weren't here, I'd have someone else.
Like that is certified
Fuck you.
bastard
Yeah.
move.
Yeah. Says he hasn't cheated. He's just noticing other
Yet.
people because
Oh
he's
no. Okay, no. He has. He absolutely
No,
has.
I'll say I don't think he has, but he has thought about it too much.
we'll see.
Oh no.
Yeah, I get the feeling if he's saying that there's a high likelihood he already has.
Says he's cheating. He's just noticing. He says he hasn't cheated. Sorry, he's just noticing other people because he's regularly disappointed in me. Holy fuck!
What the fuck?
This man is an arsehole.
Finance bros, am I right?
Oh yeah.
So he's disappointed by her appearance. So he's like, oh, other women, because
This man needs to shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're reading more.
So like, does this man think some women are just always dressed to the nines, doing whatever he tells them? That's just unrealistic. If
Yeah.
you're expecting to be in a relationship with someone that's never dressed casual, always makes it, marry your fucking mother.
Terminally like a model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Continue.
particular, given that he works in finance, there are a good number of very career-orientated Type A women who manage to have fantastic bodies, be effortlessly polished and glam, and have more interesting hobbies.
Like snorting cocaine.
Yes. She-Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah. He also says he feels horrible about all this because he knows I'm a good person and that he's being
you
judgmental.
fuck right off.
You're
I
so
don't
tormented.
Need to be judgmental,
I'm so hurt
but...
that I'm doing this.
Oh, I don't
woe
want to
is
have
me.
to tell you this because it hurts me so much.
If
but,
only.
but if you could just try and be better.
The only way to heal my sorrow is to do as I say.
Be a good woman. Fetch me my beer.
The finest wine.
He says it's not so much that I've changed as that his own goals and expectations have changed in the
it's
past
his
couple
fault.
years.
Yeah, it's your problem, bro.
Yeah. The financial infidelity part came into it because he feels I'm not really investing in myself and our relationship, thus cheating on our future in a sense. My
hilarious.
fucking guy.
Mental gymnastics.
The reaching, honestly.
What a fucking.
Who sees things like this?
This isn't even mental gymnastics. This is mental contortion.
Yeah.
That's insane.
This is mental twister.
Yeah.
I feel like he just wants her to join him in all he does and be his trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so to
basically.
say.
Be like a pet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is so fun.
He also says he loves me enough to be honest. I do believe that he isn't trying to be hurtful. I really had to drag this all out of him.
Are you sure?
That he doesn't want us to drift apart further. That he doesn't want to be angry and resentful. And he knows he is asking a lot.
Yeah.
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 He's asking,
That's clear
he's
as
asking
fucking day.
so much.
I know that many on the subreddit might say I should just tell him to take a hike and call my lawyer, but we've been married for 10 years, have invested a lot in our relationship, and I want to see if the marriage can be saved. So a couple things. First, we did make an appointment with the marriage counsellor and start
Yeah,
next week.
good.
Okay, that's good.
Also, I'm going to try to do at least some of the above. No, just don't.
What? Okay,
Yeah,
let's say
don't give in.
No,
Once
you
a-
don't need to make
once a
concessions
week-
in
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
once a week have a nice date night. Maybe
Yeah.
he can help cook,
Yeah.
help set the table.
Mhm.
That's lovely. Have some, couple of them. That's
If
lovely.
he wants it that way, he can do it himself. He's
Okay.
a grown man.
Yeah.
He's a good boy. He can do his own stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about making myself be more professionally ambitious when I'm already happy with work-life balance and we're already financially very comfortable.
Yeah.
But I can at least try doing the other things, return to spending more time on cooking and decor, and fix myself up a bit when he's on his way home
Fuck.
from work.
That's
Now that I know that they're important to him. Fuck, he's just emotionally
Hey,
manipulating.
that's
Holy
manipulation.
fuck.
But the fucking idea of me just being at home and then Manuel's like, "Oh, I'm coming home. Maybe let me put makeup on."
Yeah,
Only to
like-
then
Yeah.
take it off.
Uh-huh.
This seems like a fucking hassle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not
gonna,
healthy.
That's
No.
gonna hike up the makeup bill.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yeah.
Like-
And then he's like, "You're spending too much on makeup." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
What do you want from me?
Yeah, I would just start spending a ridiculous amount
Yeah.
on like skincare and stuff.
Yeah.
Because that shit racks up.
Malicious complacent.
Compliance.
Yeah.
Complacence is something.
I got that from the subreddit, because there's actually a subreddit called that where it's like that same idea.
Oh.
I've never heard.
You never heard of that?
I've heard.
I
malicious
I know about
it
compliance.
was,
malicious
it was big
compliance.
like a couple of years ago at least, where like it was that same idea where like, well, you want it this way, okay, I'll go all in, to the point where it's malicious. And you'll
Yeah,
pay-
that's
Malicious.
malicious
you'll
compliance.
get what you say, you'll get what you sow, motherfucker.
Yeah, malicious compliance, but you said malicious complacence.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Um,
fuck this man. Also,
Yeah.
I want to go to the point where he's like, "It's not that you changed. I changed. My
Mhm.
expectations changed, and that can happen." You know,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah,
say
yeah,
People
100%.
grow.
they're in a relationship for 10 years. Maybe he really wants kids. She doesn't.
Mhm.
In the beginning, they were both like, "Let's not." He changed his mind. That can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
people
great.
change.
Yeah, people change. Expectations change. You talk about it. You're like, "Is this something we can do going forward? Yes or no?" And you make mature decisions instead of moping around.
Yeah.
And being
Complaining
like,
about to
"How
the other
dare
person.
you financially cheat on me and not get dressed up and not cook me several sides of dinner that I probably don't even fucking
Yeah,
touch?
who's eating
Set
all
the
that shit?
table."
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, but their fridge must be heavenly. So many leftovers.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
don't,
she works from home. That's her life.
Yeah, that's
you
her.
don't have the right to complain about someone because they didn't change in the way you expect them to or
Uh-huh.
want them to.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, I've heard of stories on Reddit where men get into relationship with women that are like, "I don't want kids,"
Mhm.
and the men stay with them.
Oh yeah,
in the
that's
hopes like, "Oh, I thought you would change your mind."
Yeah, and
That's
then like it's like the surprise Pikachu face when they don't change their mind.
yeah,
like-
that's a surprisingly common.
Yeah,
Thing.
It's like, I
mindset.
just thought your maternal instincts would kick in. I'm like, some people just really don't want to.
Yeah,
It's this whole like rise in like the sort of like alpha male.
Yeah.
that
stuff.
manosphere bullshit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I hate saying that out loud.
Yeah. I also know that in the end, I may feel like I'm just tiptoeing around and controlling myself to please him, but it won't cost me much, certainly much less than a divorce, to try for a month or two and then see how we both feel, and I know I would always regret if I didn't try. I don't think you would.
Nah, I think you'd I think you can go without it.
Yeah.
I agree, but again, 10 years. I see your point of like, okay, I'll try
Yeah.
for a bit,
Mhm.
and if he's still unhappy, it's on him.
Yeah.
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 And I think that would be a better place to leave it
Mm-hmm.
than I didn't even try, or he was just going through something.
Yeah.
Maybe your boy's got a brain tumor. 'Cause I've heard that
Yeah.
thing.
Like I get like 10 years. Like
Mhm.
Yeah, you
you're
don't
gonna want
have
to
to 10
salvage
years.
that as much as you
Right.
can.
Yeah.
So maybe not the update you were expecting or hoping for, but that's where things are. And if folks continue to be interested, I can update further once we have started marriage counselling and once I feel out how the changes are going. There's an edit here. I need to call it a night, but once again, thank you for everyone for your responses. They were really eye-opening and helped me to see that I do deserve better than the way I am being treated, and that the expectations my husband is laying out for me are unfair and unrealistic, especially as he isn't doing anything at all to make it easier for me to meet them, or to show me he appreciates my efforts and everything I do to bring to the table. I am indeed conditioned to be very people-pleasing, and that is impacting what I think is reasonable here. I have a lot to think about, such as what do I really want here? What is going to make me happy, especially if I have to keep making myself feel smaller, metaphorically speaking, and contorting myself to please my husband? Do I really want to be in a marriage under these conditions? I think I'm really selling myself short if I just agree to most of what he demands.
Yeah.
Still going to go to the marriage counselling appointment, but I think I will wait to make any other changes until we can at least get some professional input.
Woo!
Yeah.
Work.
Work.
So
Slay.
Slay.
update number 2
Oh my god.
of 5.
There's
How-
5?
Oh no.
Why do I feel like this is gonna take a fucking turn? Like, oh, so
You're right,
turns-
by the way. This may take the full
This
episode.
may take the full
Yeah.
episode.
Where are we right now?
40 minutes.
I would love if like update 5 is like, so it turns out my husband was 3 kids in a trench coat.
I thought you were going secret family, but yeah, 3 kids in a trench coat. That's even better.
Oh god.
No.
Hi all. So I have an additional, and in brackets, and probably not very surprising update to my saga. So she's got TLDRs of the first 2 posts, but we're just going to jump to. So the more I thought about it, the more his requests, demands really, were sitting poorly with me. I decided to try a little experiment over the weekend to see what would happen if I tried to meet some of his demands. Not because I actually thought they were reasonable, but because I increasingly had the sense that the goalposts would just keep moving and
Yeah.
that I was playing a losing game. So, Saturday morning, I went to the salon for a glow-up, haircut, fresh highlights, mani-pedi?
Manicure, pedicure.
Yeah, mani-pedi, right.
That sounds like a
it
great way to
doesn't
put it,
fit the Scottish accent
Yeah.
at all. We put
I'm
too
gonna
much
get a
emphasis on that D.
mani-pedi.
Mani-pedi.
That, because it sounds like a T in American accent,
Yeah.
but it's too much emphasis on the D part in English and Scottish.
Yeah.
Then went to the farmer's market to pick up some fresh flowers for our table and assorted other gourmet ingredients. Saturday is usually our date night out, but I suggested we stay in so I could make us a special dinner, steakhouse style. Oh my
Wow.
god. Lobster bisque?
Bisque, yeah.
Yeah, bisque. Lobster bisque, bread basket with several types of rolls, savoury muffins made from scratch, crab stuffed mushrooms, filet mignon, au gratin potatoes.
Oh yeah. Potatoes au gratin, yeah.
White chocolate mousse topped with raspberries.
Holy
God.
shit.
I wore a lavender, his favourite colour on me, sheathed dress and high heels and fully done hair and makeup. For all that, I got a lukewarm thanks. It was tasty and a kiss on the cheek. Of course, I did all the serving and cleaning up.
Fuck this man.
I'm sorry, but like lobster bisque takes ages.
Yeah.
I've
Making
heard.
several types of bread rolls, even
yeah.
if it's just differences, like, oh, I put cheese on one, I put like pepper on top of the other. That shit takes time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Making
effort.
bread is you
Yeah.
proof it and then make fucking muffins.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Oh, make a filet mignon because that's a fucking expensive or difficult at all."
What I'll say just now,
Crab stuffed mushroom.
throw the
I
whole
could
man
see
out.
you getting angry over
Yeah.
there, but like
Oh
it's
my God.
it's so deserved.
If I legit, Manuel makes pasta for me, and that's legit. Like
Sweet.
pasta, chucked some fresh tomatoes in there. I'm like, this is the nicest thing.
Yeah.
Like, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
It's so sweet. I mean, all this man's like, thanks.
Yeah, he's just like, thanks.
Acceptable.
It's very tasty and a kiss and cheek. Throw the whole man out. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Throw the
Just
whole man away.
Get that gif of like what is it? Is it Parks and Recs or like
All where he throws the computer in there.
but it's just the guy. Like
Yeah,
a JPEG of a
yeah.
guy just in the bin.
No, fuck, absolutely. If oh my god, if I made such a meal and my partner was not commenting on every single piece, it was like, oh, this is so good. Oh my god, I love how these. Fuck that.
I've just seen something for them. You might want to buckle in. Sunday
So
we usually go out, but he suggested I make us brunch at home. So I made French press coffee, mimosas with fresh squeezed orange juice, Belgian waffles with the bananas Foster chopping, eggs scrambled with parmesan, and fresh herbs from our garden, roasted fingerling potatoes.
Tiny potatoes.
Okay, and maple glazed bacon. I wore a blue sleeveless sundress, wedge sandals, again did my hair and makeup, again I got a thanks, it's good, and no help with serving or cleaning. Afterwards, I asked if this is what he had in mind when he critiqued me before. He said that I was a start, but that I was acting very entitled for wanting credit for basic adulting.
Basic adulting is Kraft mac and cheese.
Yeah.
He then dropped the bomb that he was being so hard on me because he had realized lately I had a lot to make up for due to my being a low-value woman.
Oh, here we go.
You
I
son
asked
of a bitch.
what on earth he meant by that, and he said that it was because I wasn't a virgin when we met. What?
Here we go. It's the shit.
Keep in mind, we started dating at 21. Neither of us claimed to be virgins or stated that as an expectation. Except for very religious people, neither of us is. I don't think most 21-year-old college students are virgins. I was upfront with him then that I'd had 2 previous partners, my high school boyfriend, we went our separate ways when we both went to different colleges in different parts of the country, and another boyfriend I'd had in my first year of college, and that's it. Both committed relationships and nothing casual. He then went on to say that because of my low value, I was going to need to be making it up to him for the rest of my life, that I didn't deserve monogamy or equal treatment, and that I was lucky that anyone at all wanted to marry me, and that he's connected with some people from work, so if I wanted to keep him, I'd better step up.
This man's been listening to a lot of Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
I am sorry, but low value woman.
Yeah.
It's always the same fucking shit.
I will love this woman with all of my heart. If I oh my god. Like
the fact that she even like considered.
Yeah.
Yeah, she works in tech from home. I'm like, girl, you got it good.
Yeah.
Makes food.
It's her grandmother's house, by the way.
Yeah.
Fuck the man. Kick him out.
Kick him out.
Absolutely.
I didn't. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. But like
if he doesn't want her, then she can kick him the fuck out.
Yeah, no. I feel like she needs to have a heart to heart with him. Like, okay, you do it. You do it. Yeah, fuck you. You do it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, cook. Try.
I told him it didn't sound like there was anything to keep if he no longer loved me or even liked or respected me. I told him to leave, and he said he would gladly go to his girlfriend's place.
Go away. Oh, there we go. I fucking knew it. Called it.
I know so many people here insisted he was having an affair, and I just didn't want to see it, that his complaints were really all part of a campaign to distance himself from me. Yeah. I feel so foolish for just thinking he was going through a stressful time at work, or that he genuinely wanted to work on our marriage. Anyway, I have taken the week off from work to get my head together. Have an appointment with a lawyer tomorrow, cancelled the marriage counselling appointment, but got a referral to an individual therapist who can do an intake session with me later in the week. He and the girlfriend apparently are coming this evening to get more of his clothes and things, so I have to brace myself for that. Also, please be assured I do not think I am low value in any way.
Absolutely
you are not.
You are so.
Yeah, no,
oh
she's
my
not.
God. She's a catch.
Can I marry you?
Yeah. You single? Single now?
I let my husband make me think less of myself on some levels for a short time, but now I truly see it was a him problem. Obviously, we don't share the same goals and values, and he has become someone I don't recognize. I know the divorce won't be fun or easy, but I will be okay. Thank you all for helping me see that I was being played before. I wasted too much time in a marriage that it was already over.
She will thrive.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she's gonna find like the most amazing man, and this man's gonna be cheated on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the husband's just gonna be miserable.
Yeah, this husband's now in for a very vicious cycle of fucking himself up.
Yeah.
Because it's always they're in an amazing position, and then
they fuck it up.
Yeah, they fucking fumble the bag by getting into this manosphere bullshit.
Because they listen to some prick talk that nonsense into their ear, and they fuck up their own lives.
It's like, you had it all and you fucking threw it away.
You dumbass.
Like, what? I don't get this notion of like, you know, these alpha men that are like, you need, you know, a high value woman, a virgin. I'm like, so you're as well. Because why? Otherwise, you're a low value man. It's like, no, it doesn't work like that.
It's a different expectation for the male.
It's the sexism, basically. Like, no, they have to do that, but I don't. I'm a man.
Yeah, but I've always just had the thought of, yeah, but how can a man then become a high value man by sleeping with women, but it can be low value women, so they need to marry the women. It doesn't work like that, because they're just neglecting part of their past where they're like, oh yeah, no, back when I was like a teenager or like in college, it didn't matter to me. But now that I need a wife, it matters.
They're expecting them to obey.
Yeah.
It's like the main point, and it's ugh.
So, update number 3.
Oh wait, they're 5.
Yeah, there's 5.
Oh my god, I thought we were at 4.
No. Hi all. I wasn't going to post another update, at least not this soon, but I've got dozens of DMs and messages asking if I'm okay, how things are going, so this is specifically in response to those who were checking on me. To recap my story, okay, we don't need that. So he was supposed to come and get his stuff on Tuesday evening a couple days ago, but he told me last minute that he couldn't come because Amy, his girlfriend, wasn't feeling well. Some people called in the comments, but yes, she's pregnant apparently.
Oh, okay.
He told me this on text, so I have proof of the affair in writing now. It's not just his word against mine.
What was that?
I have no idea. I don't even know if the mic's picked that up.
I heard it in the headphones.
Oh, it's a strimmer.
Ignore that if you heard that.
Anyway, I didn't want him to keep jerking me around in the schedule for whatever reason, so I told him I'd pack his stuff for him and arrange for movers. I think it's better that way. I really didn't want him/them in the house. I already had arranged for a friend to come over on Tuesday when he and Amy were supposed to come by. So the two of us spent the evening packing his clothes and other personal effects. The movers came yesterday and got the boxes and the furniture items he wanted. He didn't want much, just the stuff from his office and his dresser, as apparently Amy's apartment is small. So he's really fucked up.
Oh dear, no.
Oh, she doesn't own her own house.
No. Isn't that so dreadful?
Shame.
I provided a detailed inventory and photos of everything, which he approved, so he can't say that I broke or otherwise ruined his stuff. After that, yesterday, I went to the clinic to get STD tests. Won't have the results for a week or so, but thankfully I haven't had any symptoms. Oh, excuse me. Jesus, sorry.
You can't.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah. Moving on.
Where was I? I met with my lawyer, who said I had a good case for grounds of adultery and mental cruelty if I want/need to go that route. At minimum, it's leverage to get him to settle quickly and quietly. Also, lock down all the finances within the parameters provided by the lawyer so that he can't empty or joint funds or take anything that belongs to me. Change the account beneficiaries and all that fun stuff. Change the locks to the house too.
Yes.
I decided to take the advice of some of the comments, and I'm getting rid of the bed and other furniture I shared with him.
In case there's oofies.
Okay, yeah.
I'm donating it.
Oh.
Someone is coming this afternoon to haul it all off.
I hope they wash it.
No, I assume you wash it when you when you bring it to donate. I think it's washed, at least in the Netherlands.
Yeah, but like if she could just if it's the thought of like, oh, there may be, like whatever left on here, and she's gonna donate it, then just wash it yourself. Don't buy a whole new bed.
I mean, I'm assuming she's selling the frame and let's say the mattress. Mattress, I would chuck.
I mean, at the very
frame, just donate that.
I don't. Yeah, it's just a weird like.
It could just be like sort of like a personal sort of reset thing.
Yeah, maybe.
That makes sense.
Which that's fair.
And I am going to completely redecorate the bedroom to my own tastes. This will take a bit, staying in one of the guest rooms in the meantime. I'm also taking a spa weekend away, leaving tomorrow morning and back Sunday night, just to get a change of scenery before I have to go back to work next week. And yes, even after buying the gaming setup, I have plenty of fun money left in my account for my lawyer's retainer and redoing the bedroom as well as my getaway with plenty left over. Holy
God damn!
Slay.
Absolutely queen.
Here's to frugality when it counts. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You go, girl.
Absolutely.
I am so proud of this woman.
Yeah, I don't know her, but I'm like, be my friend.
This is girl boss.
Will you adopt me?
Bit late, Shaun.
I know.
Yeah. Those are the main updates for the moment. I'm doing better than expected, I think, and realizing more day by day that it really wasn't a good marriage, at least not for the last couple of years when he started expecting me to do everything around the house and all the other emotional labor of running our lives outside of work with no help and little to no gratitude. Amy sure is going to have her hands full. Edit. Once again, I cannot thank everyone here. I need to get ready for my spa weekend, so apologies in advance. It's not really anything important.
So
Okay.
poor Amy, because that's
Yeah.
you know this man.
Oh, Amy's in for a fucking
Right.
This man is expecting fancy fucking dinners. Her
Yeah.
to be dressed up. She's
He
pregnant.
had this
You're
amazing
gonna feel like
situation with this
shit.
amazing wife. He fucked that up, and now he's expecting more from someone who has less.
Because the thing is with Amy, I'm assuming it's newer than his fucking
Mhm.
wife would be. So let's say a year.
Yeah.
The second that toxicity comes out, Amy will be like, "Fuck you!
Yeah, I hope
I'm
so.
carrying your child. You fuck right off.
Yeah,
Like, how dare you tell me,
Yeah.
a pregnant woman, to dress better?"
yeah, that is a death sentence.
Yeah, absolutely
Yeah.
not.
So update number 4, which is the second last update, and so this was posted only like 50 days after, so we're not even like 2 months out.
Wow.
Not sure if folks remember, but I had a series of posts
Oh, yeah.
earlier in the
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah, we remember.
Yeah, we remember.
It's
Uh,
quite memorable.
First about whether I was the asshole. Hold on, do I need to read the?
Not to, I don't want this to sound bad, but have you ever like read stories like this and you kind of hope it's like, I hope this is fake.
Yeah.
I don't want this to be a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think with most Reddit stories, like, if it's fake, I'm upset because
I'm
don't
invested.
feel it. I'm
Yeah.
invested. But oh my god, I hope it's fake.
Yeah.
Because no one should have to go through that.
Because because that's just a horrible situation. I also hope it's real though, because go her.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so I don't need to read the first paragraph. So it's just a TLDR of what happened before.
I,
I'm updating again here because of a lot of kind people have been checking in
Yeah.
with well wishes and to see how I'm holding up. I don't know when my reading's falling apart here.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for not updating sooner, but as soon as I got back from the spa weekend I mentioned in my last update, I dove into working with my attorney on the divorce settlement. I drove into my attorney.
drove into my attorney. You can't do that.
You shouldn't really fucking.
That's gonna fuck up your case.
And didn't think it wise to put my business on the internet with a capital I. The internet.
The internet.
However, anonymously with the legal issues up in the air. Okay, fair enough. No, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean that's smart.
Oh wow, okay. The good news is that we were able to come to an agreement pretty quickly and everything is now executed, just waiting for the court date, which could
Nice.
take another couple months, but my lawyer says the agreement is airtight.
Hey.
It wasn't quite as favourable as most of you lovely folks probably would have wanted for me. Oh fuck. But I was
she just
highly
wanted to get it done.
Yeah, that's what she
Yeah.
said. She was highly
At the end
motivated
of the
to get it
day,
done
as long as
fast.
she's
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I did get everything that really mattered to me. First, the house I inherited from my grandmother is 100% mine, along with all the furnishings and other effects in the house. My own retirement accounts and my fun money account are all mine as well.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I did get. Oh my god.
Hmm?
Otherwise, I did have to give him 75%
Oh,
of the
fuck's
other
sake.
cash assets. Holy shit.
Jesus.
I mean, I'm thinking about, like, let's say they own a car
Mm,
together,
Okay.
and because she's keeping the house,
yeah.
Yeah.
he's getting the monetary. Maybe
But
it
if
depends
they're
how
going
many.
the adultery route, then like
Yeah.
he's not entitled to that. I
No.
don't think.
Depends on the state,
That's true.
if it even is the U.S.
I'm assuming it's the US.
I mean, they used dollars earlier. didn't
Yeah.
they? So
Yeah.
I want to assume it's the US.
Mm.
Mhm.
Where were we?
That and given Reddit's, demographics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although he wasn't on the title for the house, he did contribute substantially to the large renovation we did, as well as to the upkeep since then, and the house appreciated very substantially in the years since we moved in. Ah, okay, so
That
that's
would
why
be
she's
why,
had to
yeah.
give him 75%. Okay.
Mhm.
At least
Um,
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's fine as I still have plenty of money, especially as I'm quite frugal most of the time and can rebuild cash savings quickly. Yeah, we fucking
Hell
know that. We know that.
Yeah, making 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, girl.
Our agreement also states that neither of us has a claim on each other's past, present, or future earnings. So in
Good.
case something happens and he loses his job before the court date,
Which
I
would
won't
be
be liable for.
shame.
Oh, she won't be liable for any alimony.
Good.
That's good.
I
That's
think
good.
that-
Oh.
I mean, most likely, the husband was like, yeah, fuck that, I don't want to pay her alimony.
Yeah.
And this is gonna bite him in the fucking ass.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
really hope karma
Yeah, that would be
fucking
perfect.
comfort.
That's poetic justice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The actual overall this is actually overall a very good deal for me and gives me a lot of security. In case anyone is wondering how we got this done so quickly, our state law is mutual consent grounds, which basically allows for a quick divorce without a legal separation period if the parties come to an agreement about all the finances/assets. Given that Amy is pregnant, my soon-to-be ex, let's call him Joe, yes, like the psychopath in the show You, okay, was also very motivated to not drag this out.
Yeah.
Now for the real dirt of this update. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shit's getting real.
Oh, there's bullet point. Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Okay.
God damn it, not again.
Bullet points.
Last weekend, shortly after all our papers were signed, Amy reached out to me. Oh, okay.
Don't tell me it's like, I just want to, talk girl to girl. Because that means shit's fucked.
Yeah, shit's gonna get real fast.
Yeah.
She asked if we could meet and talk.
No.
Oh, okay.
Dear.
Perhaps I should have declined, but I will admit I was curious about the 24-year-old prodigy and until recently a virgin person who was Joe's affair partner, so I agreed to meet her for lunch.
I think it's good.
But with the divorce proceedings going on, is that not a bit risky?
I mean, the papers have been finalized.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
that's
true,
the thing.
yeah.
And again, she's like, this Amy is like 10 years younger.
Yeah.
So if I was in the position of the wife, I would say, yes, I'm going to meet you and kind of relay what happens with the relationship and be like, hey, if you need help, come to me. I have a whole ass house. I have a guest room.
Girl, get out of there.
So first things first, Amy is very pregnant, like third trimester.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this has been a while then.
Yeah. So, oh fuck, I wish I could see the actual date this was posted, but she said she confirmed that she is due in mid-October. It says it was 256 days ago. So I don't know if someone can calculate that.
Get Google.
I mean, the baby's born. I tell you
Yeah,
that much. Baby's here.
256.
256.
Okay.
Which means the affair has been going on a whole lot longer than Joe let on.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's water under the bridge as the divorce is almost final. However, after some polite but chilly pleasantries.
Okay, so this would have been posted May 8th, 2023.
Holy shit!
If that's 256 days, yeah.
Yeah. So May 3rd, 2023.
Yeah, May 8th, 2023.
May 8th, 2023. Jesus.
So
They're
yeah.
about to turn 1.
Would that be third trimester then?
What?
Because that's 5 months out.
When is the baby born, does it say?
It
She said
says June, mid-October. That's
mid-October.
5 months out. She'd only be 4 months pregnant. Oh, trimester as in like...
There's 3 separate stages of pregnancy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's trimesters.
1 to 3, 3 to
Third
7,
trimester of your pregnancy is week
6 to
29 to week 40.
6 to 9
Months
months.
7, 8, and 9.
Yeah.
So she's not 7 months pregnant.
No, maybe 6 though. And you can show a lot more.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah,
women,
and I guess it
yeah.
depends.
That's
Yeah.
not gonna hungover.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not gonna say
I'm
us. I mean, us two over here aren't
Yeah.
gonna be like the experts on
Excuse
pregnancy.
me.
I'm trying to run girl
I mean,
math.
yeah,
on
you're
it.
probably not either, but
It's fine. We're trying to apply girl math here. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
we can do that.
Whatever. It's water under the bridge as the divorce is almost final.
Yeah.
However, after some polite but chilly pleasantries, she asked me, "When am I going to be moving out of the house?" Because surely Joe has been patient enough with giving me time to get my life together, and her apartment is small and they need space for the baby.
Someone fucking lied to her.
What? I told her she must be mistaken as the house is mine, inherited from my grandmother, but asked her what else has Joe told her about me and our marriage. And lie after lie, Joe's lies that is, tumbled out of her mouth along with crumbs of the real story. These gems include, and here's the bullet points.
Yes, queen.
Number 1. Well, it was true that she and Joe met at work. It was true that she and Joe met at work.
Yes.
But it was about a year ago when they were both interviewing for the executive training program they are now in. Amy said, though, that they first became friends before getting together romantically. Apparently, Joe told her that he was legally married, but that we had been separated in spirit and living separate lives since 2020.
It's a fucking classic, isn't it?
Yeah. but that he didn't want to kick me out and make me homeless during the pandemic because I didn't make much money and we live in HCOL.
I don't know.
I have no idea what that means.
Shaun's
Hold on, I'm
Googling.
getting it. Give me a moment.
HCOL.
High cost of living.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah. Joe told Amy that we met in our early 20s when he was mentoring me in a GED prep program. That I was a high school dropout who was struggling with addiction, and essentially that he rescued me. He helped me get clean, tutored me for my GED, and had been supporting me since through gradually working on college classes. He told Amy I was working on prepping for an IT career and was currently making $45,000 a year as a help desk technician, and that he wanted to make sure I could at least afford a studio apartment. He also told Amy that we had separated because I had relapsed and he couldn't have a meaningful relationship with a drug addict. All this is lies. My entire history of drug use is occasionally sharing a joint in college, maybe 4 to 5 times total.
Yeah.
Nothing ever harder.
What
the
fucking man?
This man is writing the Bible.
This man is.
This man thinks he's God.
Yeah.
Holy
This
fuck.
man said reality can be whatever I want.
Men and their audacity.
You know how some guys post like women with like the coffee emoji next to it?
Yeah.
Just that, but men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Men.
Just right now.
Just
They're,
men.
yeah, some are just so desperate to
That, but like
be
a
a
pink
success
monster
story.
energy.
Oh my god.
Fucking hell. Oh.
I need.
Yeah. So
more.
bullet point 2. Again, we've only got
You're literally fanning yourself.
so
Which
this
is fair.
Oh no.
Stop.
Bullet point 3. Sorry, we've gone through 2 bullet points here. It is true that Amy was a 24-year-old virgin prodigy.
Sorry.
You can't say that sentence with a straight face.
This
How do you
man
read that?
is-
Yeah.
This man is
Man is unhinged.
She seemed dismayed that Joe had told me that, though at least the virgin part. What? She said it wasn't a moral issue. She really was just focused on school and work. And
Oh.
didn't
So she
take
didn't
time to
consciously
date.
choose that. It just sort of happened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't like she was. Oh, I wasn't
Oh,
trying to
yeah,
be a
yeah,
virgin.
yeah.
It was just
Yeah.
you know I got busy.
Yeah, no,
yada, yada,
busy,
yada.
my
life
life focusing
yeah.
on that, you know, no
Yeah.
time for really just a
She
relationship.
Yeah.
didn't care morally about what that meant.
Yeah. Who
Uh,
cares about virginity anyway?
It's such a social thing.
Yeah.
and that generally guys her age seem mostly interested in casual hookups, especially the younger finance bro types.
Yep.
And she wasn't interested in that, but that Joe took the time to get to know her and was actually interested in a meaningful relationship.
While married.
Yeah, well married.
Yeah.
I asked her if the pregnancy was planned. She said no, of course not, but it was a miracle because Joe had a vasectomy, so they took that as a sign that they should keep the baby.
Joe did not.
No, Joe did not have a
No.
vasectomy. As we were planning to be a child-free couple, I suggested it a couple times over the years. He firmly stated he didn't want to alter his body like that,
Oh
so
my
he left
God.
birth control as my responsibility.
Okay,
Fuck's sake.
okay.
I'm sorry. When you're like married and you're like, we're not having kids, get it snipped, dude.
Yeah, get
Yeah,
snapped.
exactly.
It's reversible.
Yeah.
Get fucking snapped.
I just want to say, by the way, as well, not to talk like any shit about Amy because she seems like at least somewhat pretty
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
but, like,
She
if-
was
if-
told what she knew.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but like,
this is the next line is
but-
that the OP says Amy seems like she's pretty blameless in this.
Yeah.
which I get. But I do feel like if you're being told that and then you end up pregnant, maybe that set up some sort of
It
else.
happens.
Okay,
I have a
okay.
friend who was conceived like a few days after her dad had a vasectomy.
Okay.
But maybe no, I'm not
No,
gonna make it.
no.
There's no good jokes to make there.
No,
Yeah.
It-
I'll.
It could hypothetically
Yeah.
happen.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
there's
feel like that would have
chances.
set off alarm bell, but like obviously, meh.
It's like a 0001.
Yeah.
it's not. It's not a strong argument I'm willing to
No.
make on anything.
Yeah.
Because she does sound very blameless.
She sounds very ditzy. I'm not
I
gonna
think
lie.
that's just how she's being painted, though, because we don't know.
That's
Yeah,
true.
true.
This is from
We are
OP's
coming from
Yeah.
like a specific
perspective.
point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm
So there
very
is
much,
bias here.
Yeah, I'm coming into it like, oh, she's 24, she's working a good job. This man is like, oh my god, I want to have my first relationship.
Mm.
And this man, he wants all these things and he's not looking for anything casual. That's nice. If you want to settle down, that's what you look for.
Maybe it's the cynic in me. It's just that she seems way too trusting. of
Yeah,
people.
like a bit naive.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But why wouldn't you trust him?
Because he's a finance bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, she doesn't know better.
True.
She's only been in the finance world for, let's say,
But
2
she
years.
even mentions it herself.
Hmm.
That the finance bros were more interested in casual.
Yeah, the ones her
dating.
age.
Yeah, true. They don't change as they get older. They're still
Yeah, she
fucking
didn't know that.
mentally.
Yeah,
Uh,
Some people just don't figure that
Yeah.
out.
yeah. So it really does seem that Amy's pretty blameless here. I mean, those of us who have been around the block would likely know not to believe a guy who claims to be separated but is still legally married and living with his
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah, like that's an alarm.
Yeah,
bell.
that's
for me, it's a red flag.
Yeah. But without her having any dating / relationship experience, I can see where she would have taken him at his
Yeah.
words about everything.
Mhm.
After all, I didn't know anything was amiss with Joe until a couple of months ago, and I was married to him.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's actually true. This guy must be a fucking class A liar.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I not to make assumptions on this fucking arsehole
Mm.
and like psychoanalyze, but like just getting from like the context, he sounds like a fucking sociopath.
Yeah, like did
Absolutely.
she fucking marry Patrick Bateman?
Yeah,
'Cause
or psychopath even. Yeah.
what I think about with these stories is like, were you ever gonna tell her?
Yeah, that's
Like,
it.
what-
Like,
what was he
was
saying?
what
What
was
was
his
the plan?
end goal?
What was the plan?
Yeah.
He told fucking Amy's like, oh no, she's, it's my house.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're gonna move in there. And then like,
Yeah, like-
what was
yeah,
his
like,
plan?
That's such
well,
a
how is he gonna
massive-
He
see that
knew.
through?
He
That's-
knew in the settlement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't getting
That's a
out.
huge lie to tell someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a little white lie. Fine.
I think he just dug himself so far
Yeah.
into the hole that he
Yeah.
had no option.
And now he's
gonna
doubling
fucking
down.
disappear.
and-
That's
yeah,
what I
yeah. He's gonna cut and run.
Yeah.
Of course, Amy didn't want to believe me, and I don't blame
Mhm.
her for that either. After all, she's been in a relationship with Joe for close to a year and is 7 months plus pregnant with this baby who's coming soon. Coming soon.
It's like a
The
movie, like a
theaters
movie,
near
yeah.
you.
Only in theaters. Catch it early on Disney Plus.
Who's coming soon, ready or not.
Oh, don't
Here they
say
come.
that.
I couldn't immediately refute everything she said, but showed her a
Yeah.
couple things. First, a picture of me in my late teens with my grandmother in front of my house, and also my LinkedIn profile, which shows my current job in education. Told her to do what she wanted with the info.
Actual
Yeah.
proof.
Yeah, and to please stay safe and take care of herself, and then said my goodbyes. Yes, it was all very odd and unexpected and surreal.
Yes.
Sorry this is so long, but figured those following my tale would be interested in this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I will update again, maybe in a year or so when I have truly processed everything with lots of therapy, and I'm hopefully on to living my best life. As for Joe and Amy, it's up to them to find out whatever their path is. I do hope she wises up and leaves him, but I'm sadly not confident about that. I'm sure he will be able to spin all of this in his favor because that's what he does. But I also can't make it my problem anymore.
Yeah.
If I
She's
was
escaped.
the fucking wife, I tell him, you can move in. He's not coming. But
Yeah.
you can move in.
Yeah.
And then just blast the shit out of him.
Yeah.
On LinkedIn, Facebook, anywhere where his friends
Yeah.
are gonna see it.
Uh-huh.
That's where you gotta hit
Maybe
it.
that's partially why the story's coming out on Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sounds like he had friends that are on Reddit.
Oh, yeah.
100%. I would love the last update. It's like, here's a link to his LinkedIn, by the way.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Joe.
Spread the message. This man is terrible.
Yeah.
So final update, post-divorce update.
Yeah.
It was posted 100 days after the last one, so quite a while.
I hope she's thriving.
Yeah, same. Okay, so I know quite a few people have been reaching out for more news, but I want to wait until my divorce. I wanted to wait until my divorce was finalized to avoid risking any complications, and also
sense.
just thought it was best to let things settle for a bit. The good news is I'm now divorced. That's
Yeah.
an insane sentence, but yeah.
In this context, it's
Hell
fucking
yeah.
amazing.
The final decree came through a few weeks ago. It actually went very smoothly. I'm eternally grateful to live in a mutual consent divorce state that allows divorcing couples to proceed quickly if they can come to an agreement on finances and property.
That's nice.
Yeah.
On the Joe and Amy front, after my last post, all was quiet for a couple of weeks until Amy, her due date quickly approaching, reached out again to ask if I'd given any more thought to her offer to pay me.
What?
Oh my god. I asked if I'd given any more thought to her offer to pay me $17,000 to vacate the house quickly so that she and Joe could move in.
No.
He
What?
continued lying.
Oh my god. But it says
my
her offer, not Joe's offer.
Yeah.
So
Joe
Amy's
told-
offered this.
Or
No.
from what I feel like it's actually Joe's offer that he told her to.
Yeah,
make.
Joe was like,
Yeah.
I just spoke on the phone, and she said, if you pay her 70,
Yeah,
send it to me. Send it to me, and I'll send it to her.
Yeah.
Again, this is the house I inherited that I
Fuck
own
you.
free and
Yeah,
clear,
yeah.
but Joe told her he owns it and that he was just giving me time to get my finances together before evicting me.
Fuck you.
At this point, I decided to package up a lot more evidence. I decided to package up a lot more evidence of Joe's lies to send on to Amy.
I was for
Good
like a
girl.
split second. I was like, "What are you doing?"
Why
Yeah.
was he packed up?
I was like, "What are you packing up?"
Yeah.
I sent her a copy of the deed and property tax records showing the house is in my name only. I sent her copies of my diplomas to prove that I am not a high school dropout. I sent her some info on various professional associations I am involved in and awards I have won to show I actually do have a senior level job and am not underemployed, as well as proof of my income. I sent her copies of all my drug test results for the past 5 years. I have a drug-free workplace and I have to test 2 to 3 times a year to show that I am not an addict. I sent her timestamped photos and text exchanges to show that Joe
was a piece of shit.
was still
Yeah.
having a romantic relationship with me until July this year. Nothing salacious, just photos of us using G-rated affection. What? Exchanging loving words over
G-rated
text,
affection, I'm
etc.
guessing like little
General
sweet-
audience.
Yeah,
like,
little
sweet,
sweet
love
stuff.
you,
Yeah.
see you soon.
Yeah.
Shit
Yeah,
like
you
that.
know the
The
cutesy
use.
shit.
I even found the text exchange from a couple of years ago when we last discussed him potentially getting a vasectomy with his final decision not to proceed with one. A couple days later, she responded, she believed me. However, in the end, it didn't matter as Joe convinced her he had lied for very
Oh my
capital
God,
letters, very good reasons.
Okay, she's
Explain,
either
Joe.
really dumb or she is also doing so many mental
Yeah.
gymnastics right
Yeah,
now.
probably.
I love that she's proper nouned it. Very good reasons. That's the way they both tell the story. They met at work and were incredibly drawn to each other in a way that felt inevitable.
Oof.
However, due to Joe being married, he felt that if Amy knew he was, to that point, happily married, she would either turn away from him and miss out on the love of a lifetime,
Oh, you
or she would
bitch.
go ahead with an affair but be consumed with guilt. So to avoid either of those outcomes, and especially to save Amy from guilt, Joe decided to create an alternative narrative in which he was in marriage that he had ended for all intents and purposes years ago in all ways but legally, because I was an uneducated addict who kept relapsing and couldn't get my life together. That way she could essentially believe he was single. How noble of Joe to bear all the guilt alone. Which has
how
sarcasm.
righteous and noble that you lied to
No,
her
it
for
has the
so-
sarcasm tag.
Yeah,
next
I
to
know,
it.
but still.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
The audacity of this man.
Yes.
unfortunately, Amy said she understood and forgave him immediately.
Oh, no.
dumb. Girl, you dumb.
I mean, she has a kid.
I know.
With-
Which makes
Yeah, with a baby due
Ugh.
any day, I suppose I can sort of understand the desire to justify the lies,
Yeah.
even though the reality is horrifying. I suppose it's also not my problem anymore. Amy
That's a
did
good
have her
point.
baby over a month ago, and I guess she and Joe will make whatever life together or not is meant to be. As for me,
God, for
I'm
that baby. I hope
Yeah,
it goes
I know.
well.
Yeah.
As for me, I'm doing very well. I actually got a big promotion at work, not managing people, which I don't want to do, but I will be working on high profile projects with a 40% raise. Holy
Fuck, yeah.
Wow, boss.
Damn, which starts after the new year.
It's like a 40,000.
Yeah.
Go, girl.
The house is really big for just me, so I have a couple roommates now. A friend who's also going through a divorce moved in, as well as a younger mid-20s cousin who moved to the city for work. We're all having a lot of fun together. I'm not really ready to date yet. Still in therapy, processing all the marital fallout, but getting there and looking forward to whatever new adventures life has to offer. This will probably be my last post in this series
Should
anyway, as the saga of Joe and Amy, or at least my role in it, is finished. With us legally divorced and having no ongoing financial or other ties, the best thing I can do is leave them to their own story and get on with my Joe-free next phase.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening to my story for much of 2023. I do truly appreciate the support and helpful advice I received along the way. A good outcome.
What a story.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for Amy though.
Yeah.
Amy's fucked.
She's so.
Because like
She's in such a hole.
She has had to do these mental gymnastics.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my god, he's lying. Okay, but I'm pregnant, and
There's a baby.
and there's a baby
that I
in
need
the
to look
way,
out
and
for
I'm like,
now.
I don't know what to do.
Yep.
Because she lives in a tiny apartment,
Yeah.
and he doesn't know how to save for shit. Because
Mhm.
that's where that's all started.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I gonna do?
Oh, I don't know.
You know.
I feel so sorry for that fucking kid.
Yeah.
But you know, Our Lady, she's gonna move on, and
Yeah.
she's gonna find the best.
I hope
Yep.
our girl thrives.
Yeah,
Yep.
she deserves to thrive, and honestly deserves the fucking best.
Yeah, 100%. She
Girl
went
boss.
through. She went through it.
Yeah,
It's always the fucking toxic manosphere bullshit.
Yeah.
yeah.
That whole toxic masculinity.
Yep.
Shit.
Oh man, I'm glad she came through it at the other end.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I like she took the right steps.
Mhm.
You know, even though
She
we
was smart.
disagreed at some point. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, don't try. You know,
I
Well,
can
vicious,
see
but-
her in that
But yeah,
moment
'cause
coming
again,
to that.
10
you know.
years.
Yeah.
10
I get
years.
that, but the fucking audacity.
Oh,
this
man.
This
Yeah.
man.
She threw the whole man out, and
Good.
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Seems like she's
Good.
thriving. I hope that gaming setup is serving her well.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Just living with her besties.
Yeah.
From one G to another.
Living with her besties, having her wine nights,
Mhm.
probably making them nice meals that they're very thankful
Yeah.
for.
Partying.
Probably
Partying.
not doing all of it by herself.
Oh,
No,
I hope
most
not.
likely, like her friends are like, "Oh, you made all this. We'll clean up. Don't go. God, don't worry about
Yeah.
it."
You
Like,
said
I-
right there.
Yeah, she said, "Sit the fuck down.
Yeah,
You've been
yeah, yeah.
cooking all day,
Bitch, go play a video game.
bitch. Nerd out."
Love languages.
Love languages.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that's
Wow.
been first episode of season 3 where we've read
That-
one Reddit story and it's almost an hour and 20 minutes
Where I expressed my anger.
where you got very angry.
Yeah.
I had a hell of a time
Yeah.
getting to read this because
I was just flabbergasted.
yeah, I knew where most of that went up until about I think this the second last update. I didn't
Mhm.
know anything about those two. But yeah, it was a journey.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Yeah, so this is some of the stuff you can look forward to in season 3. Next week will be our first anime focused episode. We're going to be talking about Ghost in the Shell 2
Ooh.
Innocence. We don't currently know what it's going to be partnered with though.
We will find out in time.
Yeah.
Yes, hopefully we're at a point every week where I can tell you what's happening in the next episode, but we'll see.
We'll see
Yeah,
about
yeah.
We'll see about that.
No guarantees.
Yeah, no guarantees. And knowing me, I will shuffle shit around as usual.
No promises at Journey's End.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye bye.